Hello everyone, I hope that you're all doing okay. I have to say, I'm feeling just a little bit more hopeful this week than I have done for a while now. And I think part of that must be because we've entered that first week of the UK government's roadmap out of lockdown. So the fact that children can now go back to school and that we can go out with one other person outside of our household is massive actually, particularly given the restrictions that we've been under over the past few months. But the other reason I'm feeling just a bit more hopeful, and this is a very British thing to say, of course, is because of the weather. The days are getting longer and brighter and warmer, and the signs of spring are appearing. And I can't help but notice as I go for my daily walks around Brayton, the daffodils springing up out of the ground. All these things feel like signs of hope. They don't just make me feel better within myself, but it's almost as if they're pointing towards brighter times ahead. I read something in the Bible recently which got me thinking about how joy can lead to hope. Now, it might seem a bit far-fetched to be talking about joy right now. I mean, for one thing, it's Lent, and the undertones of Lent are not primarily joyful ones. We save all the joy for Easter. I mean, we give up chocolate during Lent so that we can eat a great big Easter egg on Easter Day. Lent is a much more solemn and self-reflective season. And of course, we're living through a pandemic. So how much joy can there really be around right now? In fact, is it even appropriate to be talking about joy at times like this? But there is a verse from a psalm, which is a poem or a song in the Bible, which really struck me about joy. It says this: "Those who look to him are radiant with joy, and their faces are not ashamed." Joy doesn't just mean feeling really happy, which comes and goes depending on the circumstances of our lives at a particular time. Joy can be something far deeper, something sustaining, something that keeps us going when times are tough. And the place where this kind of joy is found is God. When we turn to God in Jesus, he fills our hearts with his love for us. And it's this love that creates a deep-seated joy in Jesus, which doesn't mean that we feel happy all the time, but it does enable us to hope and to trust and to persevere no matter what's going on around us in a way that I don't think we simply can do without him. It's that kind of joy which leads to hope. It's like the daffodils growing in the middle of a pandemic, full of bright colour and vitality and beauty. They're a sign of something far brighter, far deeper, and that brings joy. And it's that gives me hope. Those who look to God are radiant with joy, and their faces are not ashamed.